Well, let's continue where we left off in the last movie, and I want to expand upon HTML tags. So we already put in our BR tag, and that's nice. We can put spaces, but you're going to be dealing with a lot of tags, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of this here. Let's say we want to make a website, and we want to say welcome. Say we want to make the text really big, and then we want to put a little about us content after that. How are we going to do that? Well, HTML has what's called tags, and we already looked at the BR tag. That'll put a line break. That'll put a break where whatever happens after the BR comes, so Daniel would be on one line and Malone would be on the other line. And if we look at it, yes, that's correct. So HTML kind of goes from top to bottom. So first it'll read this Daniel, and then it'll say, go down to the next line. Then it'll say, type Malone. So this is how it works. So let's go ahead and write welcome. So get my keyboard. So welcome, thank you for your interest. So let's go ahead and save that, and let's go back to our web browser, and welcome, thank you for your interest. Let's see if we can make the welcome bigger. We want to make that a title. We want to make that a title. So let's try to make that big. What we're going to use is the H1 tag, or the header1 tag. Header1 tag basically means that make this big. So anything inside of an H1 tag is big. Let me a bit better to just explain it to you. So H1. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. I'm doing Control S, but if you're not going, go to File and then Save. Go back to your web browser and reload it. You can either Control R or click the Reload or Refresh button. And now we can see welcome's big and thank you for your interest is below it, just exactly how we wanted. But you probably kind of confused, like what exactly did I do? Well, this is what I did. I put my opening and my closing, and then inside of there, I put H1. So basically what this is, this starts at the top, and HTML says, okay, H1, make whatever's coming after this and header1, which is header1 is a default kind of style in HTML, and it'll make the text big, and you can see big and bold as it is there. So make that a header1, whatever comes after this. So a header1, that's called an H1 tag or a header1 tag. Then let's type welcome. So welcome, it comes after the H1. So that's going to make it big and bold, which is exactly what we want. And then we're going to close our H1 tag. So anything inside of this is going to be in header1. You're probably wondering what the difference is. You'll notice on this one, there's a slash right there. That is a closing H1 tag. So this means that's an opening H1 tag. It just has H1 in there. And then this one, that is a closing H1 tag because it has the slash there. It has the forward slash there, and that means close the H1 tag. So that is why only this welcome, which is inside of the H1 tag, that is why just that is bold and big as well. So if we save that, here it is, welcome is big. Thank you for your interest. That's exactly what we want. But say we want thank you for your interest to be a little bit further down. What we can do is we can, since white space doesn't matter, we can type it anywhere. I can put in that much space, and if I save it, I'm going to File, Save, go back here, click the Reload button. It's not going to push it down because, as we talked about in a previous movie, that doesn't it doesn't make the text white space doesn't matter. Enters don't matter. So what we have to do is we have to put a BR tag. So we'll just put some BR tags. And so first what's going to happen is it's going to do a header1. So we'll say make this text a header1, which is big and bold, welcome, and then stop the header1. Then it's going to go down here and it's going to read put a line break, next line, next line. Then it's going to go down here and say thank you for your interest. So let's go ahead and save that. File, Save, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Command S, click Save. And let's go back here and do Control R or reload or refresh button on your browser. See, now we have some space there. So there's the welcome, and then there's the thank you for your interest. So let's go ahead and go back here. And now there are a couple of, well, let's just add some more text here. Okay, so I'm Daniel Malone and I live in Austin, Texas. So let's go ahead and save that and go again. You have to save it, go to File, Save, or you can press the keyboard shortcut, which you can see there is Control S. Save that, go back to your browser, press Control R, and you can see, thank you for your interest, I'm Daniel Malone, I live in Austin, Texas. Well, that's nice, but say I want that to be a paragraph, and I want this to be a paragraph, and I want this to be down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a new tag. Well, first one way we could do it is we could use the BR tag. So first what's going to happen is it's going to say, thank you for your interest, next line, and it's going to go, I'm Daniel Malone and I live in Austin, Texas. So that's what's going to happen there. So let's go ahead and save that. I'm using the keyboard shortcut and refresh this. I'm using the keyboard shortcut again. And here we are. I'm Daniel Malone. I live in Austin, Texas. Now let's say, let's say I love Whole Foods, which I do. So I'm Daniel Malone. I live in Austin, Texas. I love Whole Foods. Say I want that to be on one line and this to be on the next line. So you save that, you refresh it. I'm using the keyboard shortcuts, and that's still on the same line. We want to make that on the next line. So again, as we'll use the BR tag again. So first what's going to happen is, thank you for your interest. Next line. I'm Daniel Malone and I live in Austin, Texas. Next line. I love Whole Foods. Okay, let's go there and refresh it, save it and refresh it. And here we are. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's look at some more tags, and let's do that in the next movie.